Yo.
Bro, I had a really good looking colleague like yesterday.
Okay.
She was from Kurdistan, dude.
Ah, defeat.
No, but you're gonna say defeat, bro, but you should have seen her, man. Jesus Christ, man. Like, usually when you hear someone, she's from Kurdistan, bro, you think like, nah, that's such an L, you know? But nah, bro, if you would have seen her, man. I was talking to her for 6 hours straight, man. Jesus Christ, too long. I was talking Arabic to her.
Zipper.
I was like, انت عربي لا لا مو عربي أنا سويدي, and then she's like, oh, you're better in Arabic than I am. I'm not even joking, but she literally said, because I was like, do you speak Arabic? I said, obviously in Swedish to her, and I was like, do you speak Arabic? And she was like, and then she responded with shway, like a little bit in Arabic.
Damn.
Shway, she said.
Cook.
And then she asked me, what, do you know any Arabic? And I was like, yeah. People used to ask me, you know, انت عربي لا لا مو عربي أنا سويدي. And she was like, what the fuck?
What the fuck?
she was, no. She was working 2 jobs, man. She was working as a security guard. The shift we had together was from 6 in the morning to 12, and then she worked from 16 to 1 o'clock midnight, which is crazy. So she works like 15 hours or 16 hours, something like that. So she worked as like a barista or like a, you know, at like a some nightclub thingy. Bro, I asked her what her hobbies were, and I was like, you work out a lot? Because obviously you can see through her fucking clothes, man. You can tell she works out a lot. She was like, yeah, I've worked out for 5 years, and I was like, so you do a lot of legs, then I'm assuming. And she was like, yep. I was like, yeah. And then I said, do you do the most common exercise, the one called hip thrusts, you know? She was like, yeah, that's exactly the one I do.
How old is she?
She's the same as me. She's born just early, like later in the show. She's like in, what was she, October or something? And I'm in January. She thought I was older than her. She was like, yeah, I was like, how old do you think I am? And she was like, 2003. And I was like, nope. She was like, she was like, when I told her, guess how old I am, she was like, 2000, and then she asked me, it is a 2000, right? And I was like, yeah, I'm not that old. It starts with 2000, right? She asked me, I was like, yeah, of course. And then I was just like, yeah, same as you, 2005. And she was like, no way, man.
Do you have a picture of her?
No, I wish.
Need to confirm, you know.
I should have asked for her.
Yeah.
She was single as well, because we were talking a bunch of like talking about a bunch of stuff.
I aim to devastate.
Marco, you should never start gambling. It's so bad. I should.
Never do it. I would never do it.
So bad, man. I've lost so much fucking through it.
Which one do you play?
I only know casino. I know is rigged, so that's why I never ever enter the casino. So I only do sports. Because that's like a thing that casinos can't affect. They can only put the odds out, you know.
Yeah.
They cannot affect the outcome. They can only like Real Madrid plays, you know. They can only put the odds. They can't affect the Yeah, no, I lose so
You
much
thought
on
me
sports,
weak
dude. I
up
have to
close?
delete the app, I have to ban myself, like I have to do so much.
Now I
Mm,
totally feel
How
alive.
much have you lost to that?
Guess how much?
6,000?
How much?
6k?
In krona?
Yeah, obviously.
Oh,
Dollars.
it's like more than 50.
15?
Train of blood.
Yeah, 50.
Yeah, but like not today.
Yeah,
Only
not today.
today.
No.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
all
but I
time
was
though.
saying like all time.
Yeah,
Yeah, all time. It's like
damn.
50, 60k.
Je me
But that's
sens
throughout like
vivante.
5 years as well. So
It's not too bad. Not too bad actually.
I think I started in like 2019 when I was like 15 or 2020 something like that. I was like 15 first when I started.
Shit.
Yeah, so in 5 years, bro, I've lost 50k, bro. Yeah, no, it's too bad, bro. But you know the only reason you actually like go that much loss, cause usually, you know, when I was younger, right, and people told me, oh, I've lost 100k, I've lost 200k, 300k, I would be like, bro, how are you this retarded that you keep putting in money when you know you're gonna lose it? Now I'm in that situation,
I'm
right, and
making
now I know how
popcorn.
those guys feel who lose like 200, 300, 400,000 kroner. You know?
This almost
And
makes it too
I'll tell you
easy.
what, the only reason you actually lose so much money is because you get this one feeling where you feel the need to win back the things you've lost. If you didn't have that feeling, like, oh, I need to win it back, I need to win it back, I need to win it back. That's why you get bigger and bigger and bigger, you know? If you didn't get that feeling, you would only lose like a couple, I would only be like 5 years in, I would probably only have lost like 5,000 kroner or under 10,000 kroner, you know?
Yeah.
But because I get that feeling of like I have to win.
So you don't
and
play
some of my
blackjack?
bets yeah, I do sometimes, but like
How unreliable.
I just know that I'm gonna lose money like in the long run if I play blackjack. Because I know the edge that the casino has, they have like 51% I think, and you have like 49% of winning.
Je me sens
So that
vivante.
1% that they have over you in edge wise is enough for you to lose in the long run. What do you play then? You play blackjack or what?
Me and my friend play blackjack sometimes. But like, we only put 100 in each, right? And then we play.
Yeah. And that's good, you know. That's controlled, you know.
True.
The
But it's
most
just
I've lost in
so,
one game
it's
is
so.
probably like
What?
3 or 4k Swedish krona.
So we're never gonna
Yeah,
get a game.
I think like I think the most I lost in one day was like 3k krona.
Brother, we
And
can't get a game.
I know. No, but you feel bad after that, you know. The stomach, like you feel bad in your stomach.
True, true, dude.
Losing 3k krona in like in the span of like 2 hours.
But then you do it again the next day. Yeah.
True. So yeah, it's pretty bad, man. You know, when I started working as a security guard, I actually thought it would only be like men, you know, like fucking men working in this industry, but there's actually a bunch of women as well.
Huh?
Yeah, like every time I get a new colleague, every single time, you know. It's a bunch of female colleagues I get all the time. Bro, I would be scared being a woman working in security, bro. Like, unless you were one of the people that were, like, watching, like, CCTV cameras and stuff. Like, if you had to actually go out and, like, and arrest people and stuff, I would be scared being a woman, you know?